Hey, thank you, Council President Norton, Mayor Wilson, and council members. Thanks for having me here tonight. I'm Megan Tsui. I'm the Director of Downtown Main Street here in Red Wing. I do have a little adjustment. I had also planned to do a quick update on what Downtown Main Street is doing. So your short meeting, I'm going to keep it short, but I did add that if that's okay with everybody. The first thing I wanted to say is 2020 has been such a different year in so many ways. And the holiday stroll had to scale way down this year, of course, to be able to provide something for our community to help celebrate the holiday season and celebrate our community. But we could not have done it without the help of the city of Red Wing. Red Wing Public Works and the Red Wing Police Department have always worked with us on this event to make it run smoothly. This year, they stepped up and helped us plan a safe route for the drive-through Santa by closing streets, setting up barricades, and providing reserve officers to direct traffic. They moved the big 20-foot tree from Bay Point to John Rich Park and then dismantled it in freezing rain, which is what you see on the picture there. They gave us permission to use the Central Park bandshell for holiday display and brought the Grinch to Bay Point to add to the festivities for the kids that came to see the drive-through Santa. There are clearly people who work for the city of Red Wing, both administration, public works, Red Wing Police Department, that care about the people in our community. And it shows when they take their time to help us make these community events happen. We would especially like to thank Patrick Ramaker, Lynn Nardinger, Rick Mosca, Captain Gordon Rahr, and Chief Pullman for their direct efforts in helping to make the holiday stroll a success, even with the last minute changes. And this picture, I think, just really depicts. We ask these guys to do really strange things. You know, we ask them to not only set up a 20-foot tree, but then can you move it? And then can you take it down for us and store it? And they do. And so we just really wanted to thank all the folks at the city who help us make that event really amazing, and especially this year when there were challenges. So I want to go into just a few highlights from downtown Main Street for 2020 while I've got you. Our program and our mission is really to keep downtown vibrant and improve the community's quality of life by strengthening the downtown as the center of our community. And we do that through education, volunteer support, and concentrated efforts in design and preservation, promotion, business development, and organization. And this year, we had a great plan for January and February, and of course, all that changed in March. The very first thing that we did really to try to help with the COVID situation was we started the business aware or the COVID aware because we care program. This really launched before the state mandated mask happened, and it was a way to help businesses. They were really scrambling with. Some of them really wanted people to know that they were having people wear masks in their store and requiring that, and they felt alone, and they felt like they weren't sure if they would get, if you can remember, there were angry fights about this, and so this was a way for us to bring the community together to help support those businesses that did want to provide that or require that. We also delivered 20,000 masks to 90 local businesses. Those were donated both from the city, thank you very much, and also Red Wing Shoe Company. So we were able to really get masks out into our community quickly, we delivered them our volunteers hand delivered most of those. Of course, Liberty's big mess that happened this summer, we helped raise $24,500 for them. Our local promotions included, of course, Small Business Saturday, Artist Sunday, which is new this year, and then we helped promote businesses during Small Business Week. The winter planter contest, we partnered with the city of Red Wing. We didn't raise enough money to fill those planters this year. It was really hard to ask for money during that time, and the city stepped up and filled most of those planters. And then we did have a contest of folks who decorated those. Very exciting. We raised almost $60,000 for the Sculpture Walk program that will launch this spring. And it's just going to be perfect timing once we're through winter to have something really fun for people to do downtown that keeps them outside, but also foot traffic downtown, etc. We used $4,000 to give 8 local businesses grants with Rethos, the Minnesota Main Street partner. So we got actual money out to businesses. Of course, we hosted the 19th annual Holiday Stroll. And we hope to support the Josephson's building reconstruction efforts on the second floor. We just launched our fourth video of the series showing the story of how this is happening. And this last video features Councilman Evan Brown and also Dan Rognus and Randall from the HRA. So I strongly would suggest that you watch it because it's a nice way to show how that project came about. This spring was so hard on these graduates and their families, and we were so fortunate to partner with the senior party committee and bring all the banners downtown of all the graduates, and it just filled downtown and all their smiling faces. It was just amazing. So that was the support of $11,050 in funds from the community that we raised in a very, very short amount of time. 4,000 of that was from the Jones Family Foundation. Our Facebook presence is really one of our best assets. We really can help get the word out about things and help support our partners. Through our Facebook, we had 1.8 million impressions last year, 83,260 interactions. So it's a very robust program and a way for us to reach people in Red Wing. Red Wingers like Facebook. We brought corn stalks downtown in partnership with the Burnside Fleckies 4-H. We go cut them down, and we drop them off at the light post, and they come along and stand them up, and then also they take them down after the fall festival. We did a downtown trivia game show. This was very early in the pandemic. We didn't quite know what to do, but we were able to award $300 worth of local business gift cards and have a lot of engagement on the trivia. And we're going to probably be relaunching some of that here in 2021. So that's a real quick recap. I just want to go over our revenue streams because a lot of people assume things that aren't quite correct with our budget. You can see that we get the city technical services contracts. Those are our mini contracts that we have with the city that we don't get paid until we do the work. We have a great master contract that we work from, and then we can do smaller mini contracts underneath that master contract. And so we don't get grants from the city. We actually are doing work alongside the city. And I think that's an important distinction. We also did get some money from the Port Authority to do COVID business visits and help us provide services and things to businesses. We did get a PR grant from the Port Authority. That's how we paid for the videographer to do those videos about Josephson's. Our partnership is those are business partners that are very important to us. Individual friends, other donations. We do fiscal sponsorship both for the Mississippi Illumination, the fireworks in the for July 4th, and then we also do fiscal sponsorship for the West End District, and we just charge a percentage of fee to go to help pay for admin of those. We did get the sculpture walk grant. This is just the admin portion, and then we did get a CARES grant from Goodhue County and then a Wings grant to help match funds for that Josephson's video. So our total revenue in 2020 was $55,400. We had 689 volunteer hours, and that's valued at $18,741. We could not do what we do without our amazing volunteers and people who really care about the community. In 2020, these are our business partners, and I will spare you from reading them all, but they're all extremely important and all very dedicated to our town and our downtown and Old West Main areas. In 2020, we had project partners and collaborators. We don't do very much by ourselves. We really try to collaborate and reach out and partner with all the other economic development folks, the foundations, of course, and then other folks. And I just want to call out our public art liaisons. They call themselves the PALs, Art Kenyon, Kurt Gruhl, and Becky Paz. They are the ones who do a lot of the work and have brought us that sculpture tour and really just can't say enough about their dedication to our town. And our 2021 priorities are going to be, of course, supporting existing businesses. We have a real crisis on our hands as we go into the really hard part of winter for a lot of our businesses. And we're gonna see if we can't try to help them through, to get to spring and summer and nicer weather when we have, can get some, residents and tourists out, visiting those shops and areas and restaurants. We'll have the 20th annual Holiday Stroll. We don't know what that will look like yet, of course, but we're planning kind of, green light things that we know we can do if things are not good with COVID. We've got yellow kind of things that we can do if things are partially open, and then red things like the parade and Santa and horses and things like that that we aren't sure that we'll be able to get people that close. So stay tuned for that. Downtown sculpture walk and additional public art opportunities will be happening in 2021. And then, of course, our focus on the redevelopment of second and third story spaces will continue. So that is my presentation. Do you have any questions?
Any questions or comments for Megan? Dean?
No, I just think you guys do a wonderful job, and especially last year, it was tough, and you guys pulled it through. I'm pretty impressed. I'll keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll piggyback on that. I think that your ability to be agile and pivot and support our businesses was really critical. Launching that COVID aware program very early on, when nobody could really knew how to get PPE or how we could get it, orders, were by individual businesses, would have been really hard for them. So to have a coordinated effort between the city and downtown Main Street to get masks so that our business owners, our employees, and our customers could all be safe and still in those establishments, I thought was just a really big start. Erin.
I just want to thank you for a very comprehensive overview of what you do. You're right. There is a lot of misinformation out there, and it's really nice to get that clarity on what you do and how much help you do to support our downtown. So thank you for that.
Mayor Wilson.
Yeah, I'd just like to chime in too, Megan. Looking forward to working with you this year. My initiative, of course, pro business all the way, get that downtown humming. We got a lot of work ahead of us, and looking forward to getting the show on the road here, because we've got plenty to do. So looking forward to it.
All right. Anything else then for Megan? Thank you so much, Megan, for
Thanks, everybody.